So we're very excited about this because we are trying something new in our Fox 8 recipe box today. So we've shared many recipes over the years for French omelets, also for Italian frittatas, but today we're doing something new. Chef Bob Safera is taking us to Spain to teach us how to make a Spanish tortilla.
Exactly. So tortilla, we all think of tortilla like tortilla chip, the tortilla with bread, the Mexican thing.
Yeah.
A Spanish tortilla or a tortilla español is basically, it could either be an appetizer or like a little tapa, or it could be a lunch dish, and it's a little bit of everything you like for breakfast all combined. So I'll kind of start.
So kind of like an omelet,
exactly,
kind of, right?
Exactly. It's a little tricky, as you will read in the recipe. It's a little tricky to complete because you've got to do a couple flips in the frying pan.
I saw you flipping.
But not terrible. No.
And you did a great job.
Thank you.
Awesome.
This is our finished product.
Okay.
So how did we get there? So first of all, if you're a home cook and you're a little bit nervous about doing using a mandolin, just use a knife. But basically, I took potatoes.
Use a mandolin guard.
A mandolin guard for sure.
Because I am missing many tips of fingers and sides of fingers too because I don't use the guard, but I do now.
Use a mandolin guard.
Yeah,
Never not use a mandolin guard. But you need really thin strips of potatoes. Okay, so that's where you start. So where the recipe begins is use really good olive oil. And Spanish olive oil.
That's what I've read is like the kind of the key here is really good olive oil.
It doesn't have to be extra virgin, but it has to be really good. So you know olive oil is good for something like this. If you taste it, just taste it on a piece of bread, and it's got some kind of really good nuance. It's like tasting a good glass of wine. So something like that.
That's so true.
You start, basically we're poaching the potatoes and the onions in the olive oil first, and then we're gonna add eggs and cheese and a little bit of fresh thyme. It's really, you need to be patient. I was thinking about that as you were coming over. Patience is the key to this recipe.
I don't know if I'm the one.
It's not complicated. It's not complicated.
I'm like Sparky. Let's do it. Okay.
I started with a bunch of oil in the pan, just so you could see
oil.
exactly. And you can't really see in the pan there, but we've got bubbles around the edges of the potato. So then what we would have done is keep going, and you're going to keep adding potatoes to the pan. We'll kind of come back to this once you can see it. So we'll kind of keep adding potatoes. Super simple, nothing fancy. And on top of that, we're going to add a little bit of onion as well. We'll just kind of put that on there as well. And we'll let that keep going. Correct. Super, again, very simple, pretty basic.
Which kind of onion is that?
I'm just using a regular Spanish onion.
Spanish onion,
yeah. You could use a white onion. It might have a little bit more intensity of flavor. But as you get further down the line, what we're going to do is we're going to, if we continue to poach the
so then we would, so we're just doing the bottom, or you keep layering?
Keep layering. And as we're layering, I've got this tool, like a slotted spoon. I have the gas sort of low-ish, but if you want to turn the gas up to go faster, you're going to just keep kind of poaching those in there.
So, all righty, that's what that looks like. That looks nice.
And as time goes on, you would add the eggs. I've got a little bit of heavy cream there. I'm adding fresh thyme to this bowl as well. I'm going to add a little bit of cheese. I've got manchego cheese, which is a really wonderful Spanish cheese. Great flavor, not too intense.
I love that cheese.
It just mix all that together. I always say manchego cheese is like the dessert of cheeses. It's just delicious and rich and wonderful.
It's good.
But this is the base. This is the binder. As we could see, there's eggs in the finished product. And then I took all the potatoes and onions that had already been poached. We mixed them all in with the egg mixture. A little bit of poaching going on there, right? Not a ton. And
we're not frying them.
Exactly.
Right?
We don't want them to be too brown. We just want to poach them. And as we're poaching them, we took them out, and that was where I sort of ended up over here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so then we take these guys out and then put more
and keep going. Exactly.
Okay, got it.
And then we're just mixing it all together. Again, we're ending up like an omelet. All of this has a generous amount of salt and pepper, which is very key to this recipe.
We only have 30 seconds, so we gotta rush through this.
We put it all right in there. And this, we just let go for about probably 5 to 8 minutes. Again, it's poaching in the oil.
And all of that olive oil.
Actually, I should have taken a little bit of that out, but that's okay.
But that's so healthy for you, too.
And then our final product, I'll just grab you a piece right here. Our final product, you would flip again, and you would flip out.
So then, but you put a plate over it, so it's not like you have to flip it that way.
If you try to flip it that way, you're going to probably end up in some trouble. That's one thing. The other thing is, if you're really afraid of doing that, put it in the oven to finish. Just put the whole pan in the oven to finish.
Bob, I'm sorry, but I'm going to need a bigger piece of that.
It was kind of a sad little piece there.
Piece I've ever seen, but okay, no problem.
She'll eat more once we're done.
You know me better than that.
Exactly.
All right, wait, talk about your dog and the inspiration behind something huge that's
we're
happening.
Culinary Occasions, my catering company. We are opening a brick and mortar, which is called Sophie La Gourmande, which is like Sophie the Gourmet, named after my beloved yellow lab that lived to be 18. She's no longer with us, but she was the inspo, and my wonderful culinary team will be doing French-inspired pastry, global cuisine. We'll be open to the public in about a month on Lee Road in the Cedar Lee district.
Finally, we've all been so excited because you've been teaching and doing all of everything, and then your other stuff too that you've been catering company and all that stuff over the years. So
we've been busy.
Huge for you.
Yeah, this is great. We're very excited about it.
Well, we are too. We got to get Kenny
day.
Crumpton there so we can show you everything, and you're still doing all of that,
Correct.
right?
We're doing confections, cakes. Again, really wonderful French pastries will be something you'll see every day, as well as breakfast and lunch. To start, eventually we'll do dinner.
I can't wait.
Still a catering company as well.
It's going to be a neat place. I've been reading up on a lot of it, so it's really going to be great.
We're excited.
We're happy for you. Okay, I'm going to actually get
now a big piece.
my piece that that is just a little bit more.
You think you're
going to
get it? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
There we go. Now
maybe that's breakfast and lunch combined.
Now we're talking. Okay, thank
Enjoy.
you. All right, this is really super cool. So you can find today's recipe on fox8.com, and then while you're there, this is new. You can sign up for our weekly Dining and Delicious Eats. It's a newsletter featuring all the recipes from you see here on the morning show, including today's and New Day Cleveland. So that is super cool. All right, we are going to toss things to Kenny. Good morning.